Alright, everybody, welcome to my desk. So, as I mentioned in my most recently uploaded video, I said I would go over what I got for painting the car. So we'll take a look at some of the stuff now. So I got this DeVilbiss Finish Line FLG4 gun, HVLP gun. The FLG 670 is the model number. They have different model numbers depending on the tips that they come with, is what it seems like to me. I got this guy used from Amazon, though. It says Amazon inspected there. Normally they run for like $192, $195, something like that. I think I picked it up for $155. So it's definitely been used. You can smell the paint thinner in it. I don't know if Amazon did that or whoever had it before, but it looks like it was used with black paint. But it also comes with a regulator, and I doubt very strongly that it would normally come with the tip there for hooking up your air hose. So I assume that whoever had it didn't take that off, and you can kind of see some paint residue there in the threads. So, like I said, it smells pretty good. But it came with 3 tips, a 1.3, a 1.5, and a 1.8 millimeter. The 1.5 and the 1.8s are not in the gun, and they're still sealed in their back or in their packages. And then you get this big paint reservoir that goes on it. So that goes together. So you know, probably low end of a serious gun, I would say. So you can definitely, I mean, it's got some heft to it. You can definitely tell as far as the quality goes, much better than the you know, than the Harbor Freight one that I was playing with or thinking about. And it'll allow me to do just about anything, and it'll last me a while too. The big toss-up was between this and the 3M AccuSpray system, and essentially, like I said, I essentially flipped a coin. I decided to go a little bit more old school, I guess. Also, I got a mixing kit, so it came with just like tongue depressor thingers, some mixed things, cheesy little opening can, and several mix bowls with the ratios on the sides of them, lids for all that, and then real itty bitty little guys here. So, you know, if I'm sick one day, I can take some children's Tylenol with those things, I guess. And so that's, you know, a convenient way to kind of have everything all in one stop there. So that all came. It also came with some micron strainers here for straining the paint, and I think that was it. I got a little spray, no, little squeezy bottle there. One, it's fun because you can fill them up with water and squeeze them at the kids, and they don't like it, and it's fun to watch them squirm. But the other thing you can do, and I don't recommend spraying your kids with this, is you put lacquer thinner in it, and you can spray down the bottle and stuff like that. So, cheesy little spray bottle for that. And I got the DeVilbiss DeCups system, and this is essentially will replace the big silver reservoir here. But this allows you to essentially easily swap out and clean your paint, but it'll allow you to paint in really any direction, and it kind of draws a little vacuum on this cup thing as you paint it, so you can paint upside down and all sorts of stuff. A little easier to handle, a little bit lighter. So that's I think it'd be easier for me in the long run to use that. You do need to get an adapter with these things. Nice aluminum adapter here, but it came with the kit, but they make all sorts of different kinds. This one is specifically for a DeVilbiss, so I didn't have to buy a specialty tip, but if you were to get this system for a different gun, you would have to buy your own. And then I got this cheesy little stand here, just something that I can put on the workbench there, just to hold the gun in between coats or something like that, so they don't have to lay it down and potentially spill paint or anything like that. So that's all what I got. I'll put links in the description to all this stuff, and you can get a feel for how much, you know, what you want and what you don't, and what it's going to run you and all that kind of stuff. I've decided on getting epoxy primer from Southern Polyurethanes. Been in contact with them a couple times. The guys, even I emailed them last night. They got back to me today. Really great customer service so far. Got a rude awakening when I went to the paint shop yesterday. They wanted about $250 a gallon for the paint. That wasn't including the activator. And Southern Polyurethanes, I'm looking at about 40 bucks a quart, or $100 a gallon for the epoxy and for the activator each. So that's $200 if I wanted to buy a gallon, but they said I could get away with 2 quarts, so I intend on calling them on Monday and ordering that stuff. So as we get closer to painting, I'll keep you more up to date and show you how much of an adventure that's going to be. And if you can figure out from my welding how well that's going, well, I can only imagine how fun paint's going to be. So that's about it. Just wanted to run that by everybody in a kind of a clean environment here, and hopefully if you're leaning either way or looking into something like this, hopefully I've answered some questions. So take care. Have a good rest of your weekend. Cheers.